Why is the trash still here? I asked you about the trash yesterday. It's always the trash, Marcus! Always!
I said I'd get to it! Stop nagging me!
Quit! Happy New Year. If you're waking up in 2026 having the exact same argument you had in 2023, break the wheel. You aren't fighting about the trash. You're stuck in a process loop. Today, we break the wheel. Love is beautiful. Every fight has two layers. Layer one is content. The trash, the dishes, the mother-in-law. This is only 10% of the problem. Layer two is process. How you fight. The tone, the timing, the history. This is 90%. You can take out the trash, fix the content, but if the process is broken, you'll just start fighting about the laundry tomorrow. To fix 2026, we have to ignore the trash and look at the pattern.
Hey, Marcus, you promised.
I'm in the middle of an email, Lina. I'll do it in 5 minutes.
Your 5 minutes usually means 3 days.
Wow, okay, great way to start the year. Just criticizing me immediately.
I'm not criticizing. I'm asking you to be an adult partner.
I pay half the rent, Lina. I'm an adult. You sound exactly like your mother.
Don't bring her into this. This is about you not respecting my time. You leave everything for me to fix. Stop. What are they talking about right now? Is it trash? No. They are talking about respect and control. They have left the content and are drowning in the process. Here is their loop. Step 1, Lina feels anxious about the mess. Step 2, she pursues us. Step 3, Marcus feels inadequate. Step 4, he withdraws. Step 5, Lina's anxiety spikes. Repeat forever. If Marcus takes out the trash right now, he does it out of anger. Lina wins the battle, content, but loses the war, connection. We need a different move. Why can't they stop? Because their amygdala, the lizard brain, is hijacked. In this state, you didn't do the trash sounds like you are unsafe. The brain chooses fight or flight. You cannot resolve a conflict when the amygdala is driving. You have to move the conversation back to the prefrontal cortex. You need a pattern interrupt. The tool for 2026 is called naming the dynamic. You stop arguing about the topic and you talk about how you are arguing. It requires one person to be the cycle breaker. They have to say, pause. We are doing that thing where I attack and you defend. Can we reset? Here is the exact script. I'm not mad about the trash. I'm overwhelmed. But the way I'm saying it is making you defensive. I'm sorry. Let me try again.
Notice what happened? You took responsibility for the process, your tone, not the content, the trash. This disarms the lizard brain immediately.
Marcus, the trash, wait. I'm doing it again. I'm nagging.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, don't say yeah, you are. That makes it worse.
It's going to be messy. That's okay. New skills feel like wearing shoes on the wrong feet. Keep going.
Pause. I'm feeling really anxious about the house being messy. It makes me feel chaotic. I'm not trying to attack you. Can we make a plan for the trash?
Okay, I get that. I'm sorry I snapped. I'll do it before dinner, I promise.
The trash gets taken out. But more importantly, nobody got hurt.
So, update. We tried the naming the dynamic thing at IKEA. Worst place to fight, right? I wanted to scream because he picked the wrong shelf. I literally said, I am in a loop right now. People stared, but we laughed. We actually laughed. It forces you to stop being the victim and start being an observer. It's hard, but it's better than the silent treatment.
I hate admitting when I'm defensive. It feels like losing. But when she changed her tone, I didn't feel the need to win. I just felt stupid for arguing about a trash bag. My resolution is to catch the process before she does. If I can say, whoa, we're looping first, that's a power move. A healthy one.
You've seen their patterns. Now, let's look at yours. Welcome to Discovery Time. No judgment, just data. Screenshot these questions and see where you stand.
Are you ready to audit your arguments? Let's see if you are fighting about content or process.
Question 1. Think of your last fight. What was it about? Option A, the topic. Money. Chores. Option B, the feeling. Respect. Attention. Question 2. Did you resolve the emotion or just the topic? Option A, we fixed the problem but stayed angry. Option B, we reconnected.
Question 3. Who is the pursuer in your loop? Option A, me, I bring it up. Option B, my partner, they bring it up.
My turn. Question 4. Be honest about your fighting style. Do you stick to the current issue or do you kitchen sink it? Option A, one topic only. Option B, I bring up the past, the kitchen sink. Question 5. When the amygdala hijack happens, what is your go-to move? Option A, I attack, fight. Option B, I shut down, flight or freeze.
The commitment question, last one. Question 6. If your partner tried to use the cycle breaker signal today, how would you react? Option A, I'd keep arguing to win. Option B, I would agree to pause.
If you picked mostly A's, you are stuck in content. This week, ignore the topic. Say, we are in a loop. Comment, cycle breaker if you're in. Don't let 2026 be a rerun of 2025. I'll see you in the next session. Love deeper, grow stronger.
In the next episode of Relationship Insights.
Your partner shuts down in a moment of conflict. When their face goes blank,
But they stop speaking. They aren't usually ignoring you. They are surviving you. In their mind, the wall they're building isn't meant to lock you out. It's meant to keep them from collapsing under the weight of your needs. Today, we enter the mind of the avoidant.
The next episode reframes the silent treatment. We move from seeing silence as a weapon, ignoring you, to seeing it as a shield, surviving you. Coach Amy breaks down deactivation, the biological circuit breaker that trips in an avoidant nervous system when intimacy feels like consumption. We'll learn the difference between taking space, healthy, and shutting down, unsafe, and provide a script to bridge the gap. We will also learn the circuit reset protocol tool.
Don't miss it out. Subscribe and remember to set the notification bell.